So I'm doing the switch, I'm changing it. What happens is the switch went bad. I did a few diagnose. Also, since I was in there, there's a light for the, I'm not sure if you can see it. There's a light right over there, the purple and yellow. That is for the dash, for the fuse. I didn't know there was one. So if you can see, I can turn it on and it works. So that's another video, but just in case, since I'm doing this light number is 190. This is what it looks like. If you can get an LED, it'll be better. So that's the light. So to start off, you yank this out, but be very careful. You start from here, and over there, where it's too fragile, it could break. Once you do that, take this plug out so it can be able to plug down. Also, I'm actually looking for this sensor. I can find the temperature. If you do, please leave a comment below. I found the wire. You see that? I guess that's for like a spare one. But if there's a sensor anywhere, please let me know. That'd be great. So pulling this out. Just want to show you guys because I don't know, never saw people put in video how to yank that thing out. So there's 4 stars, Phillips. Take them out. The reason why I was taking the ignition because it was getting hot. You can see it was getting hot. The battery cable. Took a picture before I diagrammed. Actually, the meter's the starter. The top is the battery. There's the accessories, and then the other two on the left are ignition. So in case you don't know, it has the diagram here itself. See ignition and accessories. Okay. So now that's out of the way, I'm gonna start taking all these cables out. And then at the end of the video, I'll show you why did I start doing this diagnose. What I noticed, these cables right here, they were bundled up with this one with tape. So I cut the tape and I separate them because it used to stress out whenever you push it in. So I highly recommend that. Take the tapes off and have them loose because there's no reason. Also, here's all the spares cables. So you start off first with taking the little nut out. I got a 12-inch wrench because it's pretty big, and doing it with one hand, so bear with me. And then you can loosen it up because it's very easy. It's plastic. Once you loosen it up, take the key out. Once it's taken out, it will fall. So what happened is, let's see if I can see it. You guys can be able to see it. Okay, I'll try to do it. So you put the key in, and you turn it left for ignition, right? Because there's the little hole to get it out. But you put it left for ignition. You see, left for ignition. Then you can use the same, but this one works perfect, your tester. And you see, make sure if you can see it with the camera. Let me get my flashlight, maybe that will help. No. It's like a little gold thing, right there. You squeeze it in. You can feel it. You see that? You see that? Because you can feel it. It's like a little spring. And then since it's ignition, you can pull it out. Okay. Here's the part number. There's a 07 T600 with a cat C15. Okay. There's this code right here, 22041, is the one that is pretty much on the key switch. the switch communicator, but the port number when you go is P27-1048. So I'm gonna put this back. Take the little screw out. Sorry that I have one hand. You can you see like the inside, just in case you didn't, just in case so I don't, you guys don't, you're gonna tell me, oh, it doesn't fit, how did it work? And you see it has the same pattern. So you put it exactly how it is, and then you put it on drive, and you can put it out. Because once it's moved, you see, it's already locked in place. So before we put everything out, we're gonna do the test, okay? So you guys can see. You guys can be able to see me here. I'm putting it on the chair. Okay. So this is the new one. So accessories. Oops. Sorry, touch it's not accessories. So this is ignition. Let me put it right. Ignition. Accessories. And then the battery, it says back. I'll pull that out a little bit. So there you have it. So there's ignition, this one right here. How would I know? Because I took a picture before I took it out. Oops, there you go. So that's the battery. There's accessories. I'm sorry, ignition. There's accessories. And then I left the last one, the crank. You can tell because it even has a label in there, the starter. That one goes in the middle. Right in the middle. Here's the main one, it just broke. Just want to do this, how to change it. Put the key in. You see that signal? And we're gonna do the turn on. Oops. I got this cable in the wrong place. Got this cable in the wrong place. Put the accessory ones with the ignition wrong, but it's okay, no problem, because there's only one for it. So that way you can make a mistake out of it, because there's only one. I put this one in there. Sorry for the mess, I got this truck like this, so you gotta work with what you have. Everything looks well. That was just the air. I'm gonna turn it off, and I'm gonna tell you guys what happened, why I didn't went down to this vacation. So what happened was, it was smelling like it was burnt. So this thing was melting. I didn't know why. When I found it, it was all tangled up. I don't know who did this job before, but like I said, I'm new to this truck. So I take the pin out, pull him out. so I can have them separate. Took pictures before, so I make sure I put them in the right place. And it was still getting hot, so I kind of had a feeling this thing was going bad because I checked all the cables. There was nothing going on, not even from the crankshaft. So what happened is this thing was stressing out, so I used to squeeze it in. It was raining, so I blame it on the rain. That's what I thought. My truck would just the wiper would stop, the radio would turn off, and then the truck would completely stop, shut down. So I thought it has to do with the cable, so I checked the circuit breaker. I typed everything out. I checked the computer cable, right? That's another video. I'll show you. All those cables I knew, which I doubted that something was gonna happen. Everything was looking well, right? And then the truck turned off again. So I start wobbling this little thing, and I used to have weights on it, like a lot of key change, and I was told not to do that, especially when they're old. I used to have this in there. So I guess when I wobble it, the truck gave me the signal. So that's when I knew that the circuit was coming up from here. That was my diagnosis. But if you have a video, send me a link of it. I would like to see how you guys did the video. But my problem was this, because of the test that I told you. And this will cause your truck to turn off on you in the middle of the road. And then how do you know is the ignition switch? Because it will turn back on. It will just turn off eventually, and then will turn back on. And that was the problem that I had. So now I got a new, and I did a video, so already you guys know how to take the keys out. It's a lot easier with this thing on the tester. So, well, have a blessed day. It's a Saturday, and yeah, to put it back on, only got one hand. All right, I guess subscribe and put a like. It'll be great, you know, helping each other out. And then that light right there, I didn't know there was a light, so now it's gonna be awesome.